Hey, everybody. This is Let Me See Your Transcript, your very favorite history teacher for this edition of Ladies Night, Grammy Night edition. And today I am joined by one of my favorite people, favorite moderators, and also co YouTube creators, TeNika Shenette, the plus size doll. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm good. You ready?
Ready?
Okay. It's
Late
late,
night
and it's
and the
feeling.
bed. Right. Oh yes, it's
Yes,
late
baby.
night. Oh what a night.
Oh, what we're gonna synchronize. We're gonna get it together.
Yes.
So, how was your week?
Oh, it was good. I finished up some things that I had kind of in the pipeline for
Hmm.
the gig that I have coming up that I'm so excited about. So
Oh,
I
wow.
had to.
Can you talk to us about it? Do we gotta wait?
I can talk to you about it. It's called
Okay,
Chunky Larger Than Life.
I'm
Oh,
sorry. Before we do that, I want to make sure because I don't want nobody to be offended. We gotta say hello to everybody in the chat.
oh,
Hey, Barbara
oh
J,
yes.
Carissa
I didn't even look
Person,
you.
Vicky Trooper, Roxanne. Hey, Barbara J, Trisha,
Hey.
Joe Lady, Danielle, Money No Love. How y'all doing? Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for pressing the like button when you came in. And thank you
Hey
so much
y'all.
for being a subscriber. And thank you so much for sharing this episode of Ladies Night. So those of you who are in the bushes, if you haven't pressed the like button, please click the X, go back out, click the like, and then click live chat to come back in here. Okay? That helps with the algorithm. That also pulls people into our chat and makes this channel grow. Okay? All right. And so thank you, Victoria Johnson, for coming on in. Hey, Katie and Pat, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that.
Yay!
Thank
Super
you, thank you,
chat.
thank you. Look at Katie Pat being a role model for others to get super chats too. Thank you. If you can't give a super chat, you also can cash app us. It's right here next to our names. Okay. I also accept uh, Cash App, PayPal, and Zelle. And I know someone is going to put that in the chat right now. Hey, Betty Yellick. Hey, Epiphany Grace. So glad you could be here. Hey, Christine Parks. How are you doing? How are you doing?
Hey
Okay.
Christine. Hey everybody in the chat. Hi Miss Barbara.
Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready to have a good time
Miss
tonight?
Betty.
I
Epiphany.
know we had a good
Moni.
time last night. Um,
Victoria. Go ahead.
I said I know we had a good time last night. Also, can one of the subscribers can you please put a link to last night's Friday Night Live? Because I couldn't believe we went over 3 hours, three
Oh
hours and
Lord.
36 minutes. And
Good
I actually
Lord.
put chapter timestamps in the description, so you actually can go to certain things. So you can, if you want to go to a certain part in the three and a half hours, you can. I would love for you to watch the whole thing, but we had some really good talking last night. I mean, it was some stuff. And in case you left and came back, you can go back to that as well. Okay. All right. Well, Tanika, tell us more about this new venture that you have.
Okay. Well, I was selected to model for Chunky Larger Than Life. I interviewed a young lady on my channel called Lady K for my small business of the week feature,
Mm-hmm.
and come to find out, she was a lady of many hats. She has a family-owned restaurant. She does stand-up comedy. She does marketing for models, and she holds
Mm-hmm.
venues in Houston and Dallas. And
Oh.
casts. She does the casting call for plus size models.
Mm-hmm.
So in interviewing her and hearing this information, it's kind of like it just fell in my lap because this is something that I always wanted to do. Like that's just been my goal, like since I started putting clothes and matching it with lipstick. And
Mm-hmm.
it's just all just kind of started to deal together when we started to talk. And then she just like she reached out and just offered it to me like on the spot, and I was just like floored. I was like, I cried for I know a whole week. I was just like, oh my God, I cannot believe it. So I've come Monday
Oh,
to
fun.
do my fitting. There's a fashion designer that I'll meet there that will get my measurements, and then they are going to design clothes. And then the first show is in January of 2022 in Houston, and the second one is in April of 2022 in Dallas. So
I'm gonna be in Houston. We're gonna be
yes,
there. As the other people who are in the Houston area too, we gonna be there. We're
yes.
gonna be
So
there out there to support you. I'm so happy for you.
I am
Congratulations.
too. That made me cry.
Y'all put some hands in the chat. I'm so proud of you.
Thank
To be
y'all.
walking the runway. Girls, who run the world? Girls. What's that
Yes,
song by
girl.
RuPaul?
I'm going to throw these old fat hips. You
Those voluptuous plus size hips.
Yes, ma'am. I sure am.
Hmm. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You said this lady is a comedian too?
Yes, Lady K, right in Houston.
Lady
I don't know.
K.
I think you were on when I did that interview. It was Lady. Her name was Lady K. Well, you had a live, and I think you came on probably at the tail end of it.
Yeah, I did get
But
on the
yeah, so
tail.
they have a soul food restaurant and everything. And down in
Where's,
Houston.
where's the soul food restaurant? What is it called?
I don't remember the name of it right off the top of my head, but I'll text it to you
Okay.
though.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we can, if it's in Houston, we can advertise it more and send her some more business.
Right. Right.
That is great. Also, can you put I was gonna say, can you put, but you're up here with me. Can someone please put TeNika Shenette's um, YouTube link in the chat so that um, people can go to? And I think you posted something today, correct? So
Right.
I know
Yes,
I have
I
it in
did a
my
small
watch
business
later.
call today. Yeah.
Okay, can someone put her most recent video in so we can support our fellow humidor, my guest co-host, and one of my moderators. Hey, Sonya
Thank
Cherry.
you. Thank y'all.
You are very welcome. All right, before we get started, I just want to let you know that I have merchandise and I've been advertising it. Well, I've been putting it in the chat, but y'all haven't ever been able to see it. So this is one of my mugs. Okay.
You.
This was actually the prototype, but the real one actually on the front it says, "Let me see your transcript," and on the back it says your favorite history teacher. And here are some actual subscribers with those items. It is 14.99. Here is Miss Christine Parks,
Oh, how
my number
cute.
one supporter. There she goes with her mug. She got her mug a few months ago. Okay, and I actually sent her this free mug because she's always supporting me and always
Yes.
supporting the A team on a consistent basis.
Yes.
Okay, all right. And then I have one for my number one moderator. Y'all know who this is. This is Moni No Love. And I sent her, this is actually two out of three of her gifts. This is a tote bag right there. And this is her mug. And also she has a, I'm sorry, she also has a Samsung phone case that's coming. So it got shipped today, Moni No Love. Okay. Y'all also please keep Mona Love in your prayers. She's trying to get a new position at work. Okay. Also, pray for Miss MW50. Roxanne. She has been at home resting. Uh, she wasn't able to be on live with us last night. So y'all definitely keep her in your prayers. Okay. Here's the link. Y'all can put this in your watch me later. So you can watch this after the show. And please like and leave a comment. If you haven't
Thank
subscribed to
y'all.
TeNika Shenette, please do so.
Please do so.
Okay. Okay. Hey, Ray of Sunshine. Hey, Lynn Pearson. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So who do you want to talk to first? It's kind of like the Grammy night edition. I did leave a part for Kerrion Franklin's mother, um, so we could. She said they cut me up like a steak, y'all.
Did they?
You know,
Oh my.
it wasn't a Roxanne. Roxanne, I know you said they cut you up, but
Like a steak.
she said like a steak. Okay, Roxanne. All right. So who do you want to talk to? Do you want to go with the winners of Grammy?
Yeah, we can go. We
Okay,
can go that
the
route first if
winners.
you want to.
Okay, so one of the winners of Grammy night, it was Cardi B, right? She won an award.
Right. Yes.
Okay, what was it for?
Was
Up.
it? It wasn't. No, it wasn't. WAP. It was
Okay, so she won a one was the best rap record for a
I don't
female.
remember which one it was, but I know like the people were upset about it. Like some people were upset about it.
Okay, so she won an award of Grammy night last Sunday. Also, and by the way, she performed not only with she performed with Megan Thee Stallion came out to do
Hmm.
their WAP, song portion of her performance. But then Megan Thee Stallion won an award, her and Beyonce, for Savage the remix, and it was
Right?
for best rap. Was it rap duo or
Was it
was it rap?
collab?
I don't remember collab on there. It just said best female rap.
Yeah. Let me. I'm gonna
That's what
look
they
at this.
got for it, which some men were upset about. But the thing was, she. This is my thing. That video and that song, it had what a lot of videos in the late '80s and '90s did. You
They
had,
got best rap song.
oh yeah, best. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Best rap
Hmm.
song. Her and Beyonce. Even though
Right.
Beyonce is not a rapper, but someone probably wrote her, lyrics and she practiced and everything. But and plus she sung part of the song too. Is that you have to look at the whole production of the song. If you think about the songs from the late '80s, early '90s, you had the singer, you had the rapper, then the video comes out. There's a storyline and there's choreography. A lot of the times, the videos helps the song be played more, and I'm thinking like that's probably what happened. And I really
Yeah.
liked it because they were from H Town. So I was like, H Town, yeah. You know. What did you think of the song? TeNika, let me stop talking too much. Go ahead.
As far as the performance or them winning, what do you mean? Which one?
What did you like about Megan's performance when she did uh 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 when she did the
When she
Savage
did
song?
body?
Yeah,
Did she
Body
do
and
body?
Savage. Yeah, it was Body
I
and
thought she.
Savage.
Yeah, I like them both, of course, but I'm a Megan fan.
Hmm.
Um, I think that I really don't think that there's anybody out right now that really can get with her. I mean, that's my personal opinion. I don't know. She just got it. She's what's it right now as far as
Yeah.
female
Mhm.
rapper. Yep,
And
she just.
speaking on performance, what did you think about Cardi B's performance? And then when Megan Thee Stallion came out and did her part.
I liked it. I liked the performance, of course. Um, I don't know if you want to kind of channel that into, you want to kind of flow into the Candace Owens and the negative part of
We
it.
can, but I just want to know what your opinion of the song because there
But
was not only criticism from Candace Owens, there was criticism from other people.
I think it's a matter of perspective.
Hmm.
Not saying that we are conforming with um, the times and just not and throwing morals out the door. I think this is the time when we should all be more alert and be more active. That way, when stuff like this, because it's considered art. I mean, it's an art and it sells. So you're not going to be able to shut them down. Somebody's always going to be supporting. So I didn't personally have a problem with it. Now, would I ride around or have it on my TV if I had company over or anything at 44? No. But
in a car by
Generally
myself,
speaking,
yeah.
yeah, generally speak, yeah. Like when I'm in here by myself, I'm like, yes, I'm in it, you know. But
Mhm.
yeah, I generally speaking, I don't think it was a bad performance. I think that they did what sells. They did who they are. Like that's her gift. That's her art, and
Mhm.
she put it out there, and people buy it. People like it.
Okay. So there was a part of the performance, and I didn't put it on here, but where 'cause she was singing the up part of the song. Then she kind of like there was like a remix transition, and she started singing "Wow." Now for me, like you said, the art form, because I really felt like the first part, I guess, because they had a lot of what do you call it, CGI, whatever. Those put it on the screen, so it looked like a video to me. So I was like, oh, okay, this is a Michael Jackson stuff. Y'all done got some stuff. And then like she was, even though I felt like she was stiff when she was doing her movement, she
Hmm.
still was moving. And
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I do not like when rappers just stand there.
yeah.
Y'all are
She was
not,
moving.
y'all are not, y'all are not divas who are singing, and we just love your voice so much. We can just watch you
Right,
sit, stand there. No, you can't. No, that doesn't
right.
work.
She
And
had to
so
entertain. Yeah, she had to
we
entertain. She had to do.
entertained, and then they brought out
Hmm.
that bed. I
Yes.
couldn't laugh. And then at one point she was like kind of like rolling on the floor, and I was like, why are people? And I was like, oh, that reminds me of Madonna back in the 80s when she rolled on the
Yep.
floor in a wedding dress.
Right.
Why are they upset? And then some people were like, I think it was one part her and Megan, like I guess like was pumping on each other, or whatever. And people were
Hmm.
like, "Oh, what is this? This is supposed to be Sam." As we saw a post, is this supposed to be family entertainment? And then they had that, and then they had a picture of I think it was Pepe Le Pew trying to kiss that pussycat. You
Hmm.
know how they canceled the cartoons? They're like,
Right.
which one is it? And they were like, but over here they say it's family entertainment. Do you think that's a fair comparison, though?
I don't. I think for people that are already offended by it, I think
Mm-hmm.
that it's a easy ploy. It's an easy tart, an easy weapon to use. Because if you're a well-rounded individual
Mm-hmm.
and you do your best to kind of maintain, like your household, your kids, and monitor,
Mm-hmm.
I think that effective parenting and your overall moral, I think that overweighs the art that you witness because you can't take away the talent. It's there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even if the ones that critics stop supporting her, she's still gonna be on because there's just that many people who like it.
Yeah, she has stands just like Beyonce,
Right.
Megan, Britney Spears still got stands after so
And
many
so it's like
years.
it's not going away. So why not saying that you change your mind or conform, but why not critically think and have an action plan so that you're saying, oh, I don't want my kids around it. Have an action plan in place in case your kid does come around it so
Mm-hmm.
that you can address it. Because I would rather teach my kid than them to see it on the bus with their friends and get the wrong understanding.
That's
That's
true.
me.
And they said that the performance when Cardi B came on was at the 10 o'clock hour. So with the exception of maybe some middle school and high school students, all your little younger kids should have been in bed, right?
But you know what? You can watch it on your cell phone. So just because you're in the bed
That's
don't mean it's
true.
on your
That's
phone.
true. So
Yeah.
they can stream live on their phone.
Right.
But if you're a parent and you're watching this as a family, aren't you the one responsible for the programming?
Yeah. You'll be responsible for
Because
the programming.
to be
But
honest, I watched when I was younger. I watched the Grammys with my family. I watched the
yeah.
music awards.
Yeah.
Did my parents did my mom always like it? No, you know. They made that clear what they did and
Sorry.
did not like, you know. And so I just kind of feel like for the people who are like they're not like you said, they're not liking Cardi B, so they're just finding a reason. Very good point. They're just finding a reason not to like her.
Yeah. And they're
So
using that. That's an easy weapon to go up to further tear her down from everything else that she's been doing.
wait, what did you say?
Thank you. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Megan's foot healed well. Yeah, 'cause, well, it's been over. Well, over 6 months, right? Yeah, it
Yeah,
did.
it has.
They can do what my grandma did. She threw a blanket over us when grown folks stuff was on TV.
Threw up. What?
Threw a blanket over them. That is funny.
Oh my God.
That is hilarious.
I never heard that.
That is so hilarious. Threw a blanket over you. Wow. A blanket.
I guess that's the same as
Was
those.
it a heavy?
Did y'all
Was it
used
a
to
heavy?
see those styrofoam bricks that you could buy in a set that you could throw at your TV when something makes you mad? I guess that kind of goes along with it too. Have you ever seen
What?
those? Yeah, they're like little
No.
styrofoam bricks. So you can throw them at your TV. You know how people throw tomatoes when it's like your
Uh-huh.
boo boo. They're
Uh-huh.
styrofoam bricks that you can get in a pack of 12 that you throw at your TV. It's not like a game, just something stupid somebody
Oh,
made.
okay.
Yeah.
To see Michael Jackson, and I had to go to bed. Never saw the whole Grammy with the kid. Okay. What does Danielle say?
I think everybody got up to see Michael Jackson as a kid.
Yeah.
Like that was like
That
it.
was like an event. Like, oh, new Michael Jackson
Everybody.
time. Oh, new Michael Jackson video for the premiere
Yes.
after his Fresh Prince of Bel Air. We all watched it.
Yep. That was it.
Look, she said the baker was crocheting. We could see through the holes there. I wouldn't have wanted to watch that kind of with my family on the ground. What else is there for this? But Danielle, did you watch the Grammys as a kid? So I can respect you wanting to do that now if you have kids at home and like, okay, this stuff is a lot more risque than it's plus every year there's sometimes the producers change. And so one year producers have things a certain way and another year it's a different group. So, but yeah, it's just yeah. So now you said from the hip hop awards of BET because they have too. But the thing about them is the Grammys is on a regular channel. It's on like CBS, right?
It
But
was on a
then you
regular
get
channel.
BET and hip hop awards. They're on cable, so that's in a way a different audience. And on cable stations, they allow more things than they do. They have a point, Daniel. They allow more things than the regular TV. So, um, but do you before I go to this point, I wanted us to recognize this young lady because it really was ladies'
Oh,
night at
yeah.
it really was ladies' night for Grammy night. Cause hold on, her mother Beyonce made history. She has a total now. 'Cause I think she won like 3 or 4 Grammys that night. She has a total of 28 Grammys. That is more than any other person in Grammy history. She beat out
Yay.
Beatles and I want to say Frank Sinatra, but I may be wrong. So every time she got to get a new award, she was like, okay, she tied. Okay, I think at one time she tied, and then it was like one time she had more than all of them. So it was really a surprise to her. One of the awards that Beyonce won, including the one with Megan Thee Stallion, she won for R&B song, and it was a song that actually her daughter, I think it's called Brown Skin
Brown
Girl.
skin girl. Yeah.
Her daughter was actually Blue Ivy was actually on the song with her, wrote some lyrics, and was also in the video.
Yep.
Well, her daughter got a Grammy too. So I was
Yep.
like, this is Black Girl Magic right here. I like
Look
this.
here, blue. Yes.
So her mom is like, help her, like, hey, this is how we create art. This is how So she wasn't there with her parents. She was at home. But later on, when this is Blue holding the Grammy, it's another one where she's like sipping out of the
Oh
Grammy.
my gosh.
That was so hilarious.
She had some juice and something to drink in it.
This was a juice or something that she was drinking it.
Oh,
And
blue.
they said that because she got this award, she's the second youngest person in
Yeah.
Grammy history to get to win a Grammy. So I'm just like,
hmm
wow. It's like passing the torch.
Yep.
So, and then there was even one point I saw where I forget who it was. I think her name is Billie Eilish. She's a white female singer, which I like her music too. And she won, I think, for what's the best new person or best something. And she got up and said, "My Grammy deserves to go to Megan Thee Stallion." And I was just like, you know,
I didn't see that part.
there's one there. I was because I was doing some. I was trying to make sure I watched all the videos because I didn't watch them when it happened because we were doing. I think we were actually. I think either Marcellus or Daryl may have been on. So I
Okay.
didn't. We didn't. I didn't watch it. So I was watching the highlights later. And there was one point it was like Billie Eilish says that Megan Thee Stallion deserves her award, and I was like, oh.
Wow. Have you
So
noticed that with Megan Thee Stallion, you don't get as much kickback? Well, you see how Candace Owens, she talked about Cardi B, but she never mentioned Megan in her interview. Well, at least the part that I saw.
because this is what I think it is. This is yeah.
I
This is
think
what
they have a I think they have a vendetta. I think that she just has it
this
out
is
for Cardi for
this
some
is
reason.
the thing about where is oh darn did I not put I probably was so upset about this lady. Let me see y'all. Maybe I should show the video. Should I show the
Yeah, because it's not
video?
that long. Yeah, it's not that
Okay,
long.
let me go and find because and I think this is why I think she went after more or less um Cardi B than both of them. Um, one
Yeah.
6 months ago, she already had issues, a Twitter war thing with Cardi B.
Yeah.
So she can just say, "Hey, remember 6 months ago?" And see, the lady is still doing it again.
Mhm.
Um, okay.
Because I was waiting on her when I was watching the interview. I was waiting on her to say, like, I was like, okay, let me see what she's gonna say about Megan. But she
Mhm.
never mentioned her name. Never.
And so, and then I think also this is something else too. Look how Cardi B talks, and look how Megan talks,
Okay.
and look how Megan responds to fans
Hmm.
and how Cardi B responds to fans. I love Cardi B, but sometimes she's
She's
like me,
confrontational. Yeah, she's
and
confrontational. She's gonna
she
she
doesn't
she
like criticism.
and she will clap back.
She claps back like she's on the street. But hey,
Right.
you're a celebrity now. You can't do that all the time.
Yeah.
And she does. And so like she's had to come back. And there, even I've told Cardi B sometimes, hey Cardi B, I love you very much. This is not your lane. This is not your forte. Um, this is not something that you probably want to do. You got publicists, you got people to write. This is not, you know.
But
Uh,
Candace criticized her for criticized the Democrats for talking to her and saying that Cardi was illiterate and
okay,
that
but
why
this,
would you put her and, oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
now go ahead, keep going.
And I did not agree with that at all because even if her English may be broken in some pieces, Cardi's had such a massive following and she has
Mm-hmm.
pull. Like people literally,
Well, it's
they literally are like
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say cult, but there are some really loyal fans. It's like the Beehive. And if she
Yeah,
says go vote for Joe Biden, guess what people are gonna go do? They're gonna go vote for Joe Biden. So I don't understand why Candace would even go there. That was a strategic move by the Democratic Party campaign. That was very
yeah. This is the thing.
that
There,
was very good. If I was on marketing and I was on that, I would have done the same thing because they have influence. Whether you like them or not, you want the vote.
and see, this is the
So
thing about that. Like I said, you said she's using her celebrity. She knows that people are watching her, so why not do it for a good cause?
right, she
Registering,
has the
like
influence.
she's telling people register to vote or listening to
Yep,
Joe Biden because she knows that she's going to get the numbers. She's going to get millions of people to watch her.
yep,
Now, there probably were people who coached her on what to say and how to say before she got out there. I mean, the girl ain't illiterate, but just sometimes when she gets someone claps it back, claps, comes for her, and she claps
right.
back, like she's on the street with her friends.
Yeah.
And she gets very impulsive sometimes. But that don't mean she's done. Just because
Right.
Candace Owens went to college and they don't make a person who went to high school dumb.
Yeah.
And the thing about what I said about why Candace Owens didn't go after Meg Thee Stallion so much for that performance they both were in is because one, Meg Thee Stallion been to college too. And so when Candace
Yeah.
started using that college rhetoric, Megan Thee Stallion can come clap back too in that
That's
language.
right. You're right.
Plus Meg Thee Stallion has a lot of sympathy and fans because of her being shot. Does Candace Owens want to get the clap back from going after a victim of domestic violence? Plus, Meg Thee Stallion has been helped by the Beyonce effect. Just like there's the Oprah effect, there's the Beyonce
Exactly.
effect. Meg Thee Stallion said, she said, "Thank you so much for being on my album," and she signed to Rock Nation, Beyonce's husband's record company.
Yep. So it's a
Do you
wrap.
think? So you think
She don't want those problems.
you
Candace don't
don't
want
want
those problems.
the problem? But here's Cardi B out here who said, "Hey, I was a former stripper. My husband and I've been having problems for the last 2 years. We don't have a child and all this kind of stuff. There are people who already don't like me that well. I come
Yeah.
up from love and hip hop New York. So and plus you already got beef with me already. Hey, she's a target. Plus
Yeah.
here is Candace Owens. Nobody's talking about her. The
Yep.
election is over. January 6th is over. She's, I think, pregnant or she may have her baby. So she already got, I think, one of her Facebook shut down last year. She's trying to get her name back out there. What's the easiest way to do that? Oh, I'm going to go
Cardi
on
B.
Tucker Carlson,
Yep.
who I
Fox
don't can't
News.
stand his ass, Fox News, and I'm going to talk bad about another black woman that they don't like because, hey, I'm the kind of black woman that they do like. And I'm gonna make news. So she knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
Mm, that's just mine. Exactly. I think I agree too. They're both trying to be relevant. They're trying to both require their careers under this much more progressive and left society since Joe Biden has become the president. So
Hmm.
they can say all what they want to under Trump, but nobody really want to hear them now. So they got to come out with something new to do. Oh, I didn't know this song. Cardi responded by reminding Candy. Oh, they call her Candy. That's what Cardi B calls Candy. She calls her Candy.
See.
That she like Melania Trump half naked pics. Oh wow.
Oh, I bet she didn't like that too much. Bring that out.
But Cardi B also said that she responded this last time. I thought I kind of like what she responded to. At least the first response. She said, "Oh, thank you, Candy, for bringing helping me everyone know about my WAP song and more. I
And
get
bringing
more
her,
and
yeah, views
more
and
money."
streams. She
she
sure
said,
did.
she said, "Thank you so much for bringing it to Fox News."
Yes, she did. Oh,
But
Candace.
but Cardi messed up though on the second part, and I'm gonna show that in the
Cardi B versus Candace Owens. WAP versus DAP. Very, very DAP. Candace Owens went on Tucker Carlson's show after Cardi B's awesome Grammy performance to cry big, big, cloudy crocodile tears. Take a look.
They call this great. They say this is fabulous, that this is the stuff that children should be aspiring towards. So at the same time, Tucker, that we have kids that are not learning hard academics anymore in school, right? Forget about mathematics and science. You can trust the science and trust Dr. Fauci, but you have these kids learning about critical race theory. They're learning that they should aspire to people like Cardi B. That you see that fundamentally we are seeing the destruction of American values, American principles, and it's terrifying. I think parents should be terrified that this is the direction that our society is heading.
Okay.
I just want to give her shaking baby syndrome.
But did you hear what her said? She says, oh, kids are going to school reading critical race theory. I only know college students who are reading critical race theory. And it's really not anything wrong with that. But for her, you know, it's not about race, it's about you. I'm sorry to Candace. But she really thinks people are learning critical race theory and how to do the WAP in
Crazy.
school.
I don't know. I think she's bitter. Maybe because she just now started using hers just recently, so she don't get it.
Oh,
Oh no.
damn. She's probably not using it. She just started
Yeah.
using hers.
She don't quite understand it too well. She ain't got that much many miles. I know.
And look at Tucker Carlson's face, like,
Yes, and he looked like he was just so offended by it. Like, you know, he was watching them
but
booty
but,
cheeks
but he can
irate.
but
You
now
know,
he can
you
use
know he
that.
was.
Well, look, now he can use that for his next thing. Like, hey, Candace Owens doesn't like WAP either.
That doesn't count. If that's what the accolades he was looking for, she does not count.
Towards. And again, we are weakening America. That's really what we should be talking about. This is a weakening of American society. We are setting the stage, and it feels like we are looking at corrosion, like we are about to see the end of an empire. America cannot survive. It cannot be sustained under these sorts of values and principles.
How is somebody's WAP going to bring out a whole empire?
To do that. So powerful.
Yeah.
Who knew?
So what, it took down
That's a good WAP.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. Yeah. Candy got whack ass put.
Exactly. Yes. Is she mad about it? She's mad about it.
But I feel like this. You're basically telling me Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion gyrating on the screen is the end of society. Okay, then do you understand that they said the same things about Madonna when she rolled around on the stage in the 80s? She didn't mention that, did she?
Right.
Or what about
she did like a virgin, remember?
Like a virgin in a wedding dress and rolled around on the stage.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the lyrics. I like a virgin. Such for the virgin. Come on now.
Yeah.
Then in the 90s, we had Britney Spears come out in a little flesh-colored outfit, and people were thought like, "Oh, what is Britney doing?" It was a flesh-colored outfit.
Miley Cyrus. Remember, she had the blow-up penis thing. Wasn't it Miley Cyrus?
Oh yeah, the Miley Cyrus in the 2000s went swinging from a chandelier, swinging from a wrecking ball. It's just
what was Candace at then when she had the blow-up penis thing? And
yeah.
And her and Robin Thicke. Wasn't it Robin Thicke? They were dancing together or something?
Oh yeah. What about when she was doing that Billy back twerk on stage at the VMAs? Yeah, MTV. Yeah, where was
they at?
Then?
Right. Girl, Candace give me a swing with that.
Even Selena, God rest her soul, when she started wearing the bustier bra on stage, that was kind of risque in her community.
Yeah.
I mean, think about Janet Jackson. I mean, not Janet Jackson. Because that's a whole story. But I'm just saying, like, there are all these other white artists or Hispanic artists who've done risque stuff too, and it didn't end civilization. Why is it with us you want to say it ends civilization or bad values? And plus, some of the songs that we had growing up that we now know was a lot more risque than we thought it was. Yep. I mean, why? I feel like it's just more straightforward, and maybe some people just don't want to see it. Yep. You know, think about what's that song by I forgot this rock song. Come on, give me my sweet cherry pie.
I ain't never heard that.
Pour Your Sugar on Me. Those were
Yeah,
rock
for your
songs.
sugar. I've heard that. Yeah, I
Do
heard
you
that.
think he was really talking about sugar to put in your tea?
No.
No. think about what's that group called? I can't think of it. It's like three guys. They have a song called Word Up.
Yes.
They also have a song named Candy.
And then what about I Want Your Sex? Was that who was that? Was that George Michael?
George Michael.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Other song, I Want to Sex You Up. But then
Yep.
the edited version was I Want to Love You Up.
It's so many.
Even
And
Eddie
she acts
Murphy,
like
when
this
he was
is
doing
brand
the thing,
new. People been talking about WAP for centuries.
that Put Your Mouth on Me. That's right. Aretha Franklin had a song, but I think other people had sung it before. I even heard a version with Ike and Tina. Rock Steady Baby.
Mm-hmm.
Rock Me Like a Rocking Chair. What am I
Yep.
talking about?
I agree.
Yeah. That's true. We're going to listen to Betty Wright. Mr. Charlie gets just a man.
And then the clean up woman. That's not a maid service. That's something to dust
yeah,
them
the
off.
woman.
I promise you. She's
Hey,
not dusting them off.
Daryl, get your rest. Mm-hmm. And then we can always go to some Prince songs too that I later on know I was just so naive about. There was some songs I went back to, like, I think it was on his 1979 and 1980. It was called Head. Should my impressionable 15-year-old, ninth grade ass be listening to that?
But you did.
Thanks, Daryl, so much for being supportive. Yeah,
Hey,
I'm a
Daryl.
nosy ass. You over here blowing up my Facebook Messenger.
Who?
You know what I'm talking about. I wouldn't get the notification if you're not putting nothing down there.
Oh, I was lost.
I'm just talking about the inside thing. I got
Oh,
talking
okay.
about the object of my desire. I ain't know what I was singing. My dad popped me anyway.
Oh,
Desire.
is that who sang that? Is that Cyndi Lauper?
Oh.
No, that's somebody black. Let me see.
I'm trying to, yeah, we gotta find out what the song is that. Yeah.
Let me see.
And what about the song As We Lay?
Yes. Star Point.
I'm gonna tell y'all that next time when y'all live, and I put some stuff in the chat for y'all to read later. I'm gonna tell your notifications out. I'm gonna have a full-fledged conversation, but I don't see you in the chat. Hey, Nikki D. Sorry, I'm messing with my friend. Okay, so let me this next part.
Empire.
How did the American Empire fall? No, too much WAP.
Yeah, got too close. Yeah, I dial it back a million notches.
Okay, I want to get to.
Of course, the clout chaser. We made Fox News. WAP, WAP, WAP. And then
How would they say WAP?
WAP, WAP, WAP. Of course, the
on my
clout
nerves.
chaser that she is, Candace Owens, tweeted back and said, "Just at me next time directly. You're a cancer cell to culture. Young Black girls are having their minds poisoned by what you're trying to do to package and sell them as empowerment. I'm one of the few that has the courage to tell you the truth. You should thank me." Cardi, of course, fired back with basically, "Thank you for giving me all these extra streams, because there's definitely people who still don't know what WAP is and are having their minds blown after watching the video." But the craziest part of the back and forth of this Twitter feud was definitely when Candace says, if you think making your husband a sandwich is a sin, but popping your vagina into another woman's vagina in front of the world is power, you are a lost soul. Now, I would try to respond to that with something clever, but Cardi then did the work, and I want to talk about it. But she wrote, as a black woman, you should know better than that. You know damn well America made it a caricature of black women only being good in the kitchen and taking care of children, also known as the mammy.
Yeah,
she don't know.
Look, I will say that
Cardi. She don't know.
I think ironically, it does buttress her point that we need a little bit more teaching of science and math. Her anatomy understanding is a little bit off there with the vagina into the other vagina thing. There's some websites where you can learn a little bit about this. They're actually pretty entertaining, I would say. Consider looking into them. But the thing about it that bothers me a little bit more is.
Okay, we stopped there.
Somebody need to go drop a link in her description box to those videos. I said somebody need to drop a link in the description box for of under that tweet that she did.
Okay,
so she
I'm
can go see what.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna put the video in the chat. But I feel like also now that Candace Owens is threatening to sue Cardi B for another follow-up tweet that said, that's why basically something about her being a bad wife because she's sleeping with her brother of her husband.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that was a fake tweet that someone else had posted, and Cardi B had reposted, and so that's like considered slander because it's that's not true. And so Candace is like, "Oh, I'm going to sue Cardi B." So Cardi B has deleted that tweet, but I don't know if that's going to end this like feud with them.
I think the lawsuit would go to the original poster. They would have to go track those IP addresses and see who concocted that and put that together. Because if did she get it off of Candace's page? Like, where did it come from? She's gonna have to be ready to prove that.
Yeah. And I'm trying to figure out if Cardi B is going to comment.
And who was Candace Owens' mama? Condoleezza Rice?
Oh,
who was her mama? Who's her mama? I just want to know where she come from.
This is the thing. When Candace Owens, I forget, it was 10 years ago or 13 years ago. She graduated college and she was trying to become like a commenter, reporter type person on YouTube, but she wasn't getting a lot of notice, a lot of attention. Then all of a sudden, she switched to making conservative commentary, and then all of a sudden she started her views started going up, her subscribers going up, she gets invited to Fox News and all these other things, and basically she started getting paid.
Oh wow,
that's what it is.
Okay.
And ironically, she actually had a discrimination lawsuit at her, I think, high school or her college, and the NAACP came to her defense. And I'm just like, okay, so you used NAACP because you were being a victim of discrimination because you're Black, and now you're out here saying anti-Black things? Like, I don't.
Oh wow, it doesn't connect
with her. She married a white man, and there was nobody else Black at her wedding. I'm like looking for parents and stuff, brothers and sisters. I'm like, where's that?
They didn't left her.
Either she left them or they left her. So like, I ain't gonna come up here with that foolishness with you. But even her, and I'm sorry, her wedding dress looked.
I've never seen it. I don't even.
And her hair is never like. I mean, I get this one thing about Condoleezza, not Condoleezza Rice, but Omarosa. Omarosa is like her, but just louder. But her hair was always done.
Yes, it was.
You can tell it was by a Black person that did her hair. I don't know who the hell is helping Candace Owens. I was really surprised at how kind of good she looked in this Fox News interview. Then again, I did notice her hair was pulled back. and she had a little bit of lipstick and makeup on. I was like, oh, okay, she looks like a lot more decent. And I'm just like,
Oh, struggle.
oh yeah, it was her high school. Thank you. Candy is black when it's convenient. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of music do you like? What kind of rappers do you like? Like, why are you just on talking about bad about black people every week? And then she thinks that we're on some Democratic plantation. I'm like thinking to myself, but baby, you in a Republican master's house though. You're a house slave. That's what we're gonna tell her. Hey, need to be stress free. I'm glad you can make it.
And if she really wants to be technical and bring colorism into the thing, she wouldn't be the picked of the crop for a slave to be inside. She'd be outside. If she just really want to be technical about it. But then she want to have the nerve to try to come up and down somebody.
This is not what a black woman or black people. This is not what young girls should
how would she know what a black person would do?
She to aspire to be fucking Candace Owens. I don't.
No.
Could you imagine one of your daughters coming home to you talking like Candace Owens?
No.
And what would you do? What would you say?
Girl, ain't no ain't no telling. Probably the same thing Kirk Franklin said. Don't you ever disrespect me.
You said I'm probably Kirk Franklin.
Yes. That's disrespect. Don't you ever
disrespect me, I'm gonna put my
Yes. Exactly.
Hey, Brian Bam Hamilton, I'm glad you can make it.
Hey, Big Hell. Enjoyed your concert.
Speaking of Kirk Franklin.
Oh boy.
Let's talk about his son, Kerrion Franklin's mother, Shawn Ewing. Is this? Oh, it's still the same one. Okay.
She almost could be Candace's sister.
Stop it.
Look at her face.
Stop it. See, I'm not gonna do it.
I can't see your face to see what the reaction is.
Why you do that, woman, like that? Why you disrespect Shawn Ewing like that? Somebody she could be. She don't want to be related to that lady. She got enough problems with her damn son.
Right. She ain't got time.
She ain't got time for this.
Oh Lord. Oh my God.
Yeah, her wig. I don't know who made her.
I don't understand. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know if she was in a windstorm.
I'm thinking she probably was just at home minding her business, and someone said, "Girl, you need to go on a radio show and talk about your son." And she's like, "I ain't got nothing to wear. I don't know about head." And they were like, "Oh, girl, we're gonna find you something." And this is what they found. And I'm just like,
I don't know what happened.
Friends. You need better friends.
I don't know what happened. Yeah.
So did you watch the full 52-minute one, or you watched the one that was 21 and 48 minutes?
I watched the shorter version. I didn't watch the whole.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you think of her interview?
I kind of had mixed thoughts about it. She has, I think, I wouldn't want to say crush still, but she has a deeper than co-parenting relationship or feelings for Kirk that I kind of picked up. To me, it just seems like she was doing too much to just be a co-parent, because she was really protective about, and Kirk can't have this, and we can't let him. I'm not gonna let him do this. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't get past that part to really absorb what she was trying to say her problems were with her son. Because I kept thinking immediately, my wife radar goes off like, that's kind of an unhealthy co-parent, because she was really like, and this is just, we just can't have. I'm not gonna let him throw Kurt under the bus, and he's loved, and you know what I'm saying. She just wasn't. I don't know. I'm mixed on it.
Okay.
Because she
Do you
admitted
think
that her
because
son had problems. She admitted that, so she was honest in that standpoint. Um, and I feel like she targeted everything, so much so that she, I want to say, sided with Kirk per se. But I have not heard what Kerrion had to say about what his mother said. Has anybody heard that? Has
I
he made any?
haven't.
That's what I was waiting to hear, that to kind of go back then and maybe listen again to what she was saying, and then see what I think at that point. Because I just kind of felt like she came out to bat for Kirk. That's what I felt like. I didn't really feel like she came to discipline her son publicly and say that, or and say that he should have, you know what I'm saying? She didn't parent in that interview. I think she covered.
She was more
I
or
don't know
less
if she
covering
still. I
for
don't know if she
Kurt
still got checked.
or
Well,
covering for
I'm just like, I don't know.
Kerrion.
Covered the relationship or whatever deal they have between the two parents. It's like she kept that kosher. But I don't know if she's still getting payments. Like she made sure that nobody continued to condemn her.
That's true. It could have been just like, okay, cover up job. They could have called her like, hey, Shawn, we need you to go up there and do some damage because Kerrion is doing this, and that. And so, I've already supported, child support or Kerrion has been with us in the family. So you just need to go in there and tell them about that. And maybe here's some extra money for it. I mean,
that's kind of like where I'm at with it. I'm kind of waiting on him. I want to know how he feels about what his mom said, and then again, like I said, I guess then I can have a better to satisfy my thoughts. I want to hear what he has to say about it,
I don't
because
know
I
if
don't
he
know what his
still
relationship is with. Because I've heard him talk about his dad. I've never heard him talk about his mom to know what she was saying. Like their relationship, I can't place their relationship because I haven't heard him talk about his mom. I've just heard her talk about him. So to know if she was sincere or to know if like what's going on, I couldn't.
Yeah. I don't want to say if he's still giving her money when she's 32. I'm just saying he may have given her money in the past for Kerrion, and in this case, he's asking her to go on a radio show to talk about their relationship. He may have gave her some extra money to do that.
And she may be getting like residual income or something from.
Yeah, and
You
if he
never know
wasn't
what kind
always,
of deal that they had when he
yeah.
first started to take care
Or
of
he
him
might
and
got
her.
rearages. What do you call it? Rearages?
Yeah,
He might got rearages.
he may have.
Remember it
Yeah, he
when
may have,
he had a
because
child
he
when he
taught.
was a teenager. When did he start
Yeah,
making real money?
in his early
The
20s.
reason why I think wasn't he like 24?
Yeah, his early 20s.
So from
And
18 to 24, you had
another
no
thing.
money and was giving me barely enough money. Okay, well, you got money now, and it should be extra.
Yeah, and another thing that had me still there is because he talked about the mom and about how good the relationship was, and then she got on and talked about that. So that's kind of what got me stuck. They were both soft about each other. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying I'm waiting to see what Kerrion thinks about his mom, so I can kind of look at those relationships
Yeah,
and see kind of where I feel like she's coming from.
yeah.
So
What do you think about the sisters' response to Kerrion's Instagram?
Kennedy, she did the typical daddy's girl thing. I think that Kerrion. I think that there's some jealousy in there, but I don't think it's because he was out of the house and not there all the time. I think it's just because that was his girl. That was his first daughter. Like nobody's gonna top that in a daddy's eyes. If they have, because I'm a daddy's girl. So like, it's just a relationship. You can't define it. You just have to be in the moment. So I think him seeing that and just that love that he was giving to his daughter, it's not that he wouldn't do the same for Kerrion. It's just different with a dad and a daughter. And because he was out of the house so much and their life kept going, pictures and concerts and people talking about him, then they taking family pictures and all of that, he developed that sense of, and I don't think he ever probably dealt with it. You know, he probably kept it masked, and maybe this is his first time saying, "Hey, you took my dad." You know, because that's what he said in one of his posts. Like, you took my dad away. So I think that's where the hurt. I think that's where this stems from.
So
He
does he
feels
think
like
that he was made to be out the picture and Kirk got to go on with the rest of the family?
I don't think he was made to. I'm just saying maybe he didn't get the perks of being an in-household child.
But
If he
see,
was,
this is the thing though. Do we know that he was never an in-house child? What if Kirk had custody? Like, we don't know that.
we don't know that. You're right.
We've seen
We don't know
photos.
that.
We've seen, that, and even his own Instagram post, he said, "Oh, from third grade to when I was into 2006, no, was it third grade to like 18 or high school or something? He was going around the world with, I guess, like with his father, and then all of a sudden it stopped." Well, why did it stop? Kerrion.
Was it something that went on?
Is it your dad's fault or is it your fault? Were you feeling yourself?
Yeah.
Where you like? I mean.
So yeah, that's what I picked. That's what I picked up on. I picked up on. I just feel like he wanted what he saw his sister get. And I think being that he didn't really understand the dynamics of father daughter or having an in-house father, I think he took that as a insult to him or a ploy that pushed him back. Oh, like she's better or she's more special. And I don't think it was that. I think he was just as important. It's just a difference in relationship with the father and daughter.
Do you think it makes a difference that it wasn't Carrington, Tammy's daughter, who came out with the post, but it was Kennedy? Because Carrington is Tammy's daughter, and she was adopted by Kirk.
Yeah, she was adopted. I didn't see Carrington's post.
No, I'm
What
saying.
did she say?
No, what I'm saying is, does it make a difference that it was Kennedy, his blood sister, who posted, versus his adoptive sister who posted?
I think so. Because his first thing with him being mad right now, the first thing he would say to Carrington is, "That's not your daddy anyway." You know what I'm saying? But he can't say that to Kennedy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Someone made a point. I don't know if we should get Mad Church Disease to come talk to us a little more about this. Black Betty Yellow said, Kerrion wanted Tasha K to pay him for an interview.
Wow. He trying to make money.
Yeah. And
You looking up something?
I'm trying to type him a message.
Oh, okay.
because he knows more about it than I do.
I thought he was on. Did he get off? Or is he in the bushes?
I don't know. I thought he was in the bushes. Does anyone know how much? I think he told me. Was it told me it's $3,500 or $35?
$35,000.
Was it $3,500 or $35,000?
He done lost his mind.
Which makes me think, is that what he wanted? Is that why he never went on Tamron Hall? And they said Tamron Hall asked him to be on the show.
$35,000. He fell and bumped his head.
35,000. And then they said Tasha K cursed him out. Oh, you seen that on the Wiley show, not on Tasha K's show. Oh.
Mm.
Oh, he said just to say hello. Okay. Oh, yeah, 35,000.
35,000. You gotta be killing me.
Ooh, you might as well go. This is what I'm gonna say, and hopefully, unfortunately, he may do it. Hey,
Lord have mercy.
how you doing, Mr. MarcellusMcmillian, Mad Church Disease?
This ain't no ordinary worship. I'm trying to get my earbuds to work over here.
Oh.
All right, what's up?
I wanted to ask your expertise because you were talking about this earlier. Thank you for coming on. I know you're on vacation.
Why do you sound so muffled? Have you sounded this way the whole time?
No, I hope not. Someone else said, can y'all hear me better now?
You're so muffled. I can hear you, but you sound like you're in a tunnel.
Am I still muffled now?
It's just fine. Leave it alone. You done did it this long without.
Oh, yeah. I was muffled earlier, and I did.
Yeah, you're muffled. I don't know what it is. It's that Boost Mobile you be using. Them Boost Mobile headphones. Well, hello, TeNika Shenette. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I love your little background and scenery there. That's perfect for making videos.
Where?
Where you're sitting at right now, you can make great videos from where you are.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in my game room.
Yeah, that's perfect. It's perfect little background. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't mean to be a distraction. What did you want? What have I been summoned for? I've been beckoned.
Thank you gracing us with your presence. You know how busy you are.
No, whatever. What's up?
I was trying to figure out. Remember you mentioned earlier. You said Tasha K said that Kerrion, she wanted to interview Kerrion. Kerrion.
Mm-hmm.
But then Kerrion demanded a certain amount for an interview.
Look.
Was it 3,500 or 35,000?
It was 35,000. He demanded 2 payments, which would have been a total of 70. And no, I'm serious. And he actually asked for a contract to be signed to where it had all of this stuff on it, talking about exclusivity and all of that other stuff. And let me just say this: Kerrion is a crackhead. I don't know
his ass out too.
Exactly. I don't know what. I don't know. Listen. Until he tells me otherwise, until somebody come out and clearly show me some proof that Kirk Franklin is a molester, Kerrion is a crackhead.
Yes, he is.
And I'm not fooling with no crackhead. I'm not following no crackhead nowhere, because the crackhead is going to lead you in the ditch. And I'm not following no crackhead. That's all I got.
My glasses crooked.
He's a crackhead. I know that
boy. Did he submit that? I don't know. That was $70. It was $70, $35, and then on the delivery, $35 more.
She clearly said 35,000, and he asked for it by Cash App. What a crackhead move! I don't believe you can.
Would shut your whole thing down. You can't barely send $500 on Cash App without going through a fraud alert.
Yeah, he did ask for it through Cash App.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, but she cussed him out royally, so I mean, I enjoyed every minute of that. If you haven't seen it yet, you should go watch it. Tasha K ripped him a new one.
I'm gonna go listen to that.
Yeah, she ripped him a new one.
I think he you ask Tamron Hall for that amount?
No, because he didn't. This isn't really about. This isn't about him and his father. This is about Kerrion having a drug problem and his mother and them just not willing to come out and say it. Now, although he might have been in counseling since the time that he was a kid, I believe that he suffers from some mental deficiencies. And
Kennedy said he had a drug problem.
yeah, and honestly, he does have a drug problem. You could tell. First of all, you're living in a hostel, which is a modern way of saying you're at a boarding house or a room and board kind of place. You're in there with other people who suffer from the same condition that you suffer from, most likely. And if I'm gonna be honest about it, I was really surprised and disappointed with Armand Wiggins. I felt like he was really making light of the situation, and that little smirking that he kept doing, it just really made me uncomfortable. And so, I just didn't appreciate it. To me, it seemed like a hit job at this point. It seems like all of these, gay men, if I'm gonna be honest, who are doing all of this stuff and putting all of this stuff out there, because even Kerrion's sexuality has been questioned. He even said it in the video, that they were calling him all sorts of things and names. I don't know what the deal is. And y'all know I'm not big on questioning people's sexuality. I'm just like, let people be who they are, whatever. But it's just like, they're just, I don't like the way the internet and these vloggers some of them do their work. It's disappointing. It's disheartening. It's just sad all the way around. So,
and Armand tried his best. He tried his best he wanted to deliver it, but he was trying to use caution because he kept saying, I'm not sure. Now, I don't believe this. I can't say he did or he didn't. He kept making sure that because he knew he was opening himself up for a lot by putting that allegation out there.
Right.
So he was trying to do damage control, but still get the feedback and the engagement that he needed.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what he was doing.
I wish.
Probably,
Go ahead, Kim.
I was like, that's probably why Tasha K called out to Kerrion to get him on her show, because her and Armand Wiggins are kind of like
arch enemies.
Yeah.
So if Armand is doing this video that he done found of Kerrion, now, I won't have Kerrion on the show. Pop that.
Well, I think, I don't know if she did it first, but of course everybody goes after these people and, they go to I'm the kind of vlogger where you have to come to me. I don't go seeking for people. I don't go seeking for stories. I really don't. I just give commentary to things that are public, and I give a good little spin on whatever and how I feel. I don't really go seeking for that kind of stuff. But I really wish Kerrion would get some mental health evaluations and really, and deal with his issues, because I hate to see a man in his 30s struggling like this, because I'm telling you, when you get to your 30s and you're struggling like this is not a good sign, especially for a man. Once you pass 30 years of age and you're struggling like this, it just don't typically end well. And that's why I told my sister I was really concerned about my nephew. I said, once he passes 30, if he doesn't get it together, it's going to be a red flag. And I'm grateful to God that, the tide has really changed in that direction, because most men, when you pass 30, if you're not pulling it together, you're in trouble. And, and these guys are it's sad.
I just feel like, and I'm not a psychologist, but just from observation, I wonder if Kerrion had some either learning disability or emotional disability or disturbance growing up. Was he properly diagnosed or treated? And so once he got to be 18 or 19, well, you don't have to take it because your parents are not in charge of you anymore. But now that you don't have to take the medicine because they tell you to take it, you just do whatever and you find other ways to cope with your issue. And sometimes that person, when you do that, your person's disability becomes a weapon. And after a while, your family is like, okay, I can't deal with this with you. I'm trying to help you keep doing this, and I just can't do it no more. And I'm just wondering if this is the case with
Well,
Kerrion.
I think Daryl and I had a really good conversation about this yesterday, when we were talking offline about our experiences with Ritalin and how the school system tried to, put us on Ritalin because they said, we were too rambunctious or we had attention deficit disorder. And I told you guys a story about how I was cutting up in the third grade and I wasn't behaving. And my mother agreed to let them put me in the class with all of the people who, were wearing the helmets and riding the short bus to school, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm only mentioning this for a reason, Kim. There's a reason why I'm mentioning this. Stay with me.
Okay.
Stay with me. You know, I'm
Okay.
long-winded. I'm a preacher. I'm long-winded.
Okay. I'm with you.
And one of the things that they did was they told my mother, you got to put him on this medication. And my mother gave me one pill. And she said, Marcella, she said, you switched up so much with that one pill. She said, I did not recognize you as my son. And she said, when I gave you that medicine, she said, I knew then to never give that medicine to you again. I was in the third grade. I was a kid who, once I finished my schoolwork, I just messed with the other kids. So I was always distracting the other kids. Now, it wasn't that I was a bad child. It was just I was bored. I was literally bored.
Handle that energy.
You probably should have been in an accelerated class.
Accelerated class.
And I did later. But the only reason why I brought that up is to say this. I think Kerrion might have experienced the same thing that most young Black men experience in the school systems, is that he was probably rambunctious. They probably put him on some type of medication as a child. And those things, they really affect you as a smaller child. And they can mentally, for me, in my opinion, cause a lot of Black boys disabilities, mental disabilities and mental problems, because then they cannot function. And if you listen at Kerrion in that video that Armand Wiggins played, I was so annoyed because I could hear in him a lot of things in his speech and how he conducted himself with those people in that room. And I said, oh my God, he's going to be a danger to himself. And they need to really get him some help. And
but
so,
I wonder,
go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I wonder if he was misdiagnosed, because that happens too. Because like you said, there's an overrepresentation of Black boys in special ed, but an underrepresentation in gifted and talented. So some of these kids shouldn't be in special ed. They should be in gifted and talented.
Yeah.
Or they should be having some type of stimuli that they manipulate, instead of just always giving them. And then sometimes I wonder, are you on the right medicine? Because it's more than just Ritalin out there now. And from what you're saying about Kerrion, I wonder if he is borderline personality disorder. That's a totally different medication. A totally different way of treatment.
Well, he's been dealing with
there's also schizophrenia.
But he's been dealing
with bipolarism. There's other stuff. And sometimes the medicine that works at one time of your life, it don't always work in the next time of your life. You got to switch it up.
Well, they've been taking him to counseling, Kim, since he was 14, 15 years old, which means he's now 30, which means if the psychologists and the psychiatrists were not able to clearly give his parents a defined diagnosis by this point, we're really in bad shape. And I believe that they probably did, but he stopped taking his medication and he admitted that he stopped going to therapy. He admitted that to himself. He admitted that to the whole wide world. So my thing with this young man is, at this point, if I was Kirk, my statement would be, don't call me no more until you done got yourself back into therapy and you're back on your medications. And no, I'm not going to send you no more of my money. You need to pray for melodies from heaven. And if the melodies from heaven don't fix it for you, no, you just ask God for a revolution. And if God don't send you revolution, I don't know. Right. I don't know what to tell you, because you ain't getting no more of my money. No more of the gospel money, because you done tried to mess up the gospel check.
Yes.
And so that's all I got on that. But he's a crackhead. I'm just here to tell y'all.
Yeah, but he was able to get into college. That's what Kennedy said. He flunked out though. But I'm sure Kirk probably pulled some strings.
Taking his medicine, because I have a friend, well, a friend of a friend. her son did the same thing, and it was because attention deficit disorder. When he was at home and in high school, he had to take it. He finished. Now he's in college. He's an adult, and it determines whether or not he takes it. He don't take it, so guess what? He's not able to complete tasks.
Wow.
Even though the universities do have a ADA disability services division that says, hey, if you were taking medication or if you were getting special education services in K through 12, let us know and we will let your professors know, because they have to accommodate for you, have to modify for you. And unfortunately, which I had with another one of my students, he had one, but didn't want to tell me because he wanted to make it through by himself. And he learned the hard way when I delivered that F paper back to him. And I told him, he said, I really try to do this on my own because, like, I'm diagnosed with this. And I'm like, listen, you better use this information that you were diagnosed with so you can finish school.
Well, that didn't go over well with Teacher Kim. Teacher Kim just gave you an F anyway.
I let him redo the assignment.
Good Lord.
I let him redo the assignment. And I said, I let him redo the assignment. I said, but you need to, in the future, any time you're doing a writing assignment, you let your teachers know this because you automatically get more time to complete this assignment. You need to take advantage of this. Just like them little white kids got the ADA, ADHD designation so they can get more time on them SAT tests and that college scandal. You better take advantage of it too.
Well, that's all I got for
he just didn't
carry on.
He's an adult and he didn't feel like, well, I don't have to take it because my parents I'm not a minor anymore. And then with that, you're not finishing tasks.
Well, I'm just sorry. Any grown man, and you know, ladies, I don't mean to be disrespectful at all by my statement, but any man that is 30 years old, close your ears to TeNika Shenette, because I don't mean to be rude, and tell your husband I ain't trying to be disrespectful or anything. But I'm just saying, any man at 30 years old, you done bust several nuts. I don't have no time to be sitting around here babying no 30-year-old man. Either you done discovered who you are and what you are at this time, and I'm not about to sit here on the internet and be trying to figure out in code what you mean, because he talks in code on the internet, and then he put out all of this stuff, and then he say, "Please don't crucify my father." Well, fool, you done crucified him already.
But look at this: either he's on drugs, self-medicating,
drop my glasses,
or he's not on any medication, so his thoughts are everywhere. And what comes out don't make no damn sense.
It doesn't. And then he kept telling Kennedy, you miss me. Just say you miss me. Then he ends his post, and nobody in my family called me today. Nigga, who gonna call you for you to record them and put it on?
Exactly.
Oh my
Who
Lord.
gonna call you? Nobody's calling you.
I tell you what I would do.
Is he in Houston or in Dallas?
I thought he was in Atlanta. No, Kennedy's in Atlanta.
Because it was on the machine. I heard Houston and I heard Dallas, and I was like, "Is he Houston?" Because I'm telling you right now, if his mama's here, all he got to do is go down to the HCPC, the Harris County Psychiatric Center, fill out the paperwork with and put Kerrion flanking on there, and then they'll meet with either the family or him, and he can get himself admitted.
Well, I'm going to make
open 24 hours a day.
I'm only making one more video about him, and the only reason why I'm going to do it is because the video that I put out on Facebook. By the way, you guys, I want to thank all of you guys who support the Mad Church Disease channel, because on Facebook, for the first time, I've been having this Facebook page for I don't know how long. This Kirk Franklin video went super duper viral. I got over 5,000 followers in the 1 week or however long it took. I got 5,000 people following me from that one stupid video about this boy. And the only reason why I bring that up is because if you're a YouTuber, you never know what video is going to take off.
Don't go off. You're right.
You know, I was like, what the hell? This video after all the content I done put out for this long time. I was like, and
Marcellus,
this
I don't
is
know if
the
you
video?
Are you talking about the 45-minute video you did
No,
last Saturday?
yes, that went over 300 and something thousand and like over 2,000 shares. I mean, it was just astronomical. I was like, people are really sharing this crap. I was like, because I would have thought I've done much better work on other videos. I was like, this is insanity. But the one on Facebook is the one that went viral. It went viral on Facebook. The Facebook people just loved it. I don't know what happened as far as that's concerned. But I would just want to say thank you to all of you guys who supported me on that Facebook thing, because I was like, that shocked the crap out of me.
And everyone, all of us in the 18, we're on Facebook too. So when we have videos and we say, hey, can you share it out? Please share out when it's on Facebook as well.
And I only mentioned that because you said something. What did you say before I started talking about that mess? About the Facebook thing? You asked me a question or something. Or what did y'all say? I just run it off in my mouth. I'm sorry.
I was asking because I got your last two videos in my watch thing because I've been out for about a week and a half. But what did you think, or have you addressed it? Just let me know and I'll go watch it. What did you think about what Kerrion's mom had to say?
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, I did. Kim didn't like my she didn't like my response because I said that was the most Weekend at Bernie's interview that I have ever seen in my life. I have to be honest. So for real. Let me tell you why. I say that. For real. I'm gonna tell you why I say that. Well, in the movie, in the Weekend at Bernie's, they dressed Bernie up. They made Bernie look presentable. They put some shades on him. They controlled his arms. They would walk with Bernie and make Bernie look like he was really doing something, saying something. It looked like somebody just rushed that woman into that studio, combed her hair, poofed up her hair, and was telling her. Yeah, it was like, okay, just say this, say that. And then her statements were so incoherent. 1 minute she was saying she was backing her son, and she said, if you feel like your father's going to kill you, let me get you some help. Let's call the law. I mean, it was the craziest interview. And I was like,
so is that a pattern?
Yeah, she's not helping. She's just not helping. I was like, this is Weekend at Bernie's. I was like, no.
That hairstyle, man. You know how your mom, I don't know if y'all's mom used to get that, they'll comb their hair all back, then they'll take their hand and push it up.
Push it up.
I said, look at this woman.
And I used to I think that back in the day, didn't they call that for women? Y'all called teasing your hair, right? Or teasing it? Isn't that what y'all called it?
Teasing? Is that what it was? No, teasing is when you comb it straight and then you use the comb to kind of.
Yeah, because because I felt
this
like
the back and push up.
Yeah, oh man, but that thing looking on, and then she had those two pieces of hair on the side that was sticking up, and I say, boy, they done Weekend at Bernie's. This lady
closure, like you have little pieces of hair out in the front, and then you have the other hair you're pushing a bit. I think this is what I think. This is what I said earlier. I think they called her and said, look, this is what Kerrion did. We need you to help us do damage control. And, we supported you in the past and Kerrion. And we'll give you a little bit of money now. We need you to go put on some nice clothes and get some makeup and go do this interview. And I think that was like a last minute thing. And they just found something for her to wear, to put on. And it unfortunately wasn't the best.
TeNika Shenette, in the interview, she started quoting Proverbs 31. Now, this is when I really lost it. I said, now, see, this is another problem that I don't like about Christian people. We love putting scripture on top of everything and trying to explain away things with a chapter and a verse. And sometimes things in life happen because it's a part of the human experience. Mm-hmm. And we're going to have to learn that sometimes there is not a chapter and verse. There's no point of reference that we could refer to that can help us process the things that we're experiencing. So sometimes we need to seek professionals who can really help us in those areas, because Proverbs 31 just didn't suit this situation for me. It just really didn't suit it for me. And so I was like, I don't know what she's trying to go with that. That's my first point to that. Second point is this. When the Bible meets mental illness, you have a stick of dynamite on your hands. And all you need is something in your life to trigger you and strike a match. And then you're going to simply have a horrible situation. When people who are mentally ill start quoting scriptures and throwing Bible bullets and going back and forth, you are in a vortex of a situation. And I kind of feel like his mama and his daddy, they're both crazy. They're Bible crazy. You know, you go get some real help. Get some people who are educated who can really help you and be done with it. And that's all. I'll leave it there.
Did you see the comment that someone put on the screen?
I really think perhaps her and maybe doing drugs. I don't want to speculate. It's a possibility. At this point, it could be anything. They could have took Kerrion to the moon and he sniffed too much moon dust and brought him back to the earth.
Oh,
At
Lord.
this point, I'm serious. At this point, we can speculate about anything with this situation because we don't have no idea. These people talking code and we don't know what's wrong with these folks. We really don't.
I do think that he gets his way she talks and spaces out and things don't come together. It's like she doesn't stay on track. He inherited that from her.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
I'm like, what are you talking about? Like,
I think so too. I really do.
yeah. So, yeah, that's a trait. That's a gene.
And and you know what? That's how I know we are on the right track here because we're all thinking the same thing. I thought the same thing when that mother was giving that interview, and you know, y'all know me. I just say what I feel. I say, well, Lord, she retarded too. I say they done fixed her up. I say she retarded too, Jesus. I said, oh Lord.
I said, oh, she a little slow too. I swear. I said, oh yeah, she a little slow too.
That is exactly what I was thinking.
Mentally ill are sometimes hyper religious. That is one of their symptoms, being hyper religious.
And we've experienced that with some folks from from South Carolina, you know that bake cookies and pies and stuff. And we know because she is she the reverend and she just as crazy as she want to be. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah.
This is the last season. This is the last season of Y'all Gonna Fix My Life. So we probably have to do a petition or something to see.
We got mass email or something.
I don't want to see Kirk Franklin and the Kerrion on a yonder. I don't. And the reason why I don't, because they would use that opportunity to try and embarrass him. And that's going to kill his fan base and mess up the check. And I'm not down with that because he's already trying to embarrass his father. So he gonna put his father out there like that.
Fool.
He sure will.
Nobody shut him down though. You know, she keeps control of her panel.
Well, she tried.
I have to give her that.
She tried, but she couldn't keep control of.
She had to whoop him.
But she couldn't keep control of that little girl.
Anyway, I'm going to whoop you up.
She couldn't keep control of that girl. She was not.
She couldn't keep control of that one little girl. That one little girl got all off in her little, 12 years of slave behind
nobody, because no one ever said no to that girl. No one ever said no to her. And
I don't care.
Then when she got her real parents who were trying to make up for the fact that, hey, I ain't been here because someone stole you, the dad is still not saying no to you. And the mom was over there like trying to figure out, well, why you want to still talk to the lady who stole you from me? Yeah, that girl was weird.
Yeah, so I don't know. All I can tell you guys is I'm praying for Kirk. I could tell that he was even, let me just say this, because see, I think about things much more deeper than I talk about things out loud in the public. But just for like 4 minutes, let me drop this on you. Let me drop this on you. Let me drop this on you.
All right.
Let's use the scenario that Kirk did molest him. Let's use the scenario that he did molest Kerrion. Let's say Kirk comes out and says, hey guys, I did some things that wasn't right. It wasn't proper. I went to God. I repented of those things. I changed my behavior. I worked it out with my wife. I went to counseling, and that was, I don't know. Let's say it was 20 years ago because his son's 30 now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or let's say it was 15 years ago. I don't know. We're just throwing out some things here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say he did do it. At the end of the day, if you're a Christian, if you're a believer, we believe that God has the ability to change anyone and to take a person from the kingdom of darkness to the kingdom of light. That's what we believe as believers. We believe that as a person repents, turns around, thinks again, changes their behavior. That's what the word repent actually means. It means to turn around. It means to think again. It means to turn from what you were doing and think again. There is forgiveness for Kirk at the cross. There is forgiveness for him. There is the Bible says for those who are strong, we're supposed to restore those who are weak. And if he's done that and gone to his pastor and gone to his leaders and gone to the folks that are in his life, and even though this stuff has come out, me personally, I am not willing to write Kirk Franklin off if he has repented of that and he has moved on from that place, because this could have been 15 years ago. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This could have been something that he did a long time ago. So I'm in the place and space in my life as an older man to where I can think. Let me just say this: if I think about some of the stuff I did,
Yes, Lord.
I'm sitting here like, okay, Lord, thank you that nobody recorded me. Thank you that we didn't have no darn internet. Thank you, Jesus, because I know I did some stuff. But I changed my behavior. I changed the way I thought about things, and I went in a totally different direction. So I'm asking for those of us who are spiritual and who think about these things, think about it in that light, in that aspect. Now, that's not to diminish what happened to Kerrion if it is true, right? But like I said, but Kerrion has to get the help that he needs in order to process it. Kirk can't give that to him. And it's like husbands and wives who are, they're never satisfied in the marriage. They're always looking to their spouse to make them happy or to fulfill them. Your spouse can't fulfill you. You have to fulfill yourself. I can love you. I can be, I could be the greatest of spouses, but you internally have to get the stuff that's necessary internally with you to make you happy in order for you to live a successful life. That's why I don't like Jada Pinkett Smith, because internally she's not happy. That's why she does the things that she does and behaves the way she behaves, because Will Smith can't make her happy.
Right.
He can't make her happy. She has to be a happy person in her own right. And so that's all my. No, I didn't say we couldn't dismiss we're just going to dismiss. Let me say this, Nita, we can dismiss both of them. But I feel like Kerrion is the one out here in these here YouTube streets and social media streets acting a plum fool. And we was raised where wherever you act a fool at, that's where you get your ass beat at, right?
Right. Yeah.
And so you out here in these social media streets, and these people out here in social media, they whooping his ass. I'm just saying, digitally, he's getting it from all sides.
Virtual ass.
There are a few millennials his age though who are taking his side because they feel they're taking it from the viewpoint of, he was verbally abused by his father.
Kim,
I'm just telling you what some of the millennials are doing. I ain't saying I got you all of them, but I'm saying there's also a generational divide because there are some people who are taking Kerrion's side, and then there are other people who are taking Kirk's side.
And those are the millennials that 9 times out of 10 can't find their way out of a paper bag if you wrote the instructions on the inside. And Kim, I'm just going to be honest. I'm being honest. These new millennials, you can tell these young people don't know how to process information, and really, they don't understand, when information is presented to them, how to really assess that information and come up with a hypothesis. When we were in science class, Kim, back in the day, you had to take the information that was presented to you and make a decision. I told y'all from the beginning, I didn't make a decision one way or the other. But now that I heard that Armand Wiggins foolishness, I was like, this is some straight foolishness. He crazy as hell. I said, okay, I'm done with this. And I'm finished. There ain't nothing else that I could say. I'll tell Kerrion to go smoke a joint and sit his ass down some damn where, because you get high. Just go sit down and smoke a joint. You're doing too much.
Look, I'm going to end it with this, though. you see how Tammy was holding Kirk's hand like Vanessa Bryant was doing Kobe when he was admitting that he had it up and he had it up and she was holding and rubbing his hand. All I could see was Vanessa Bryant when Kobe was doing his apology or whatever, and she was just right there with her man. She was right there.
And he's the breadwinner. Let's all keep in mind, he's taking care of all these kids. He's putting all these people through college, his other kids through school and stuff. So, and one thing I've learned, if you the broke one in the family, you don't go after the one with the money. You know, you stupid if you doing that. You a dummy. Even if
he's
my
still alive, he can go change his will and everything. Like
exactly.
You messing up.
Exactly. Well, thank y'all for asking me to come over, Kim. You all enjoy the rest of your show. TeNika Shenette. The little bit I heard, you all doing a wonderful job over here. I'm about to go back and y'all look out for my video tomorrow on Juanita Bynum. I had to make so many notes. I couldn't even put the video out today.
I was watching MarcellusMcmillian, that's her speak. When I was watching that last night, even though I was supposed to be in bed, sleep, I'm watching the video. And I'm just
what did she do? What did she do? Oh Lord, is that a whole nother segment?
Okay, so like you know how like we're alive and we can see comments, right?
Right.
Somebody called her a name in the comments, and for like almost 10 minutes, by 8 minutes and 30 seconds, she devoted rebuking that person who called her a name in the comments.
Y'all want to go there a little bit?
Of her sermon. Let
me give you a little bit of my notes here real quick. I'm gonna give you a quick version. Okay. There was a lady in the chat named Linda Wilson. Linda Wilson called Juanita Jezebel. She called her Jezebel in the comments. And oh my God, what she do that for? Juanita Bynum went off on that lady for a whole 8 minutes. 8 minutes. She called her Jezebel within that 8 minutes, 1 minute and 14 seconds into the 8 minutes, she said God told her not to back up from the commenters anymore, that God told her to go after the commenters. So from here on out, if you go in her comment section and you don't act right, God told her not to back up from giving y'all the business. So she gonna give y'all the business right back in her comment section. Wait, I know, right? And y'all go wait till my commentary tomorrow. I'm gonna light her a new one. Then she went on. She said that the woman was blind and couldn't see. That's why she said you call her Jezebel because you're blind and you couldn't see. I said, no, it's possible that the lady could see, and that's why she called you a Jezebel.
Exactly. She even might be a prophet.
You know, and she said. Right. So here's the thing. She said, if you was any kind of Christian, you would have came to her by herself and you wouldn't have got on her Facebook to try to rebuke her. Let's use some brains here. How many of us out here in the public can get access to Juanita Bynum to go to her by ourselves? Exactly. Makes no sense. Then 1 minute and 43 seconds into her 8 minutes, she said, this is when it really got good. She looked in the camera and said, bring it. Whichever one of y'all want to get up in this chat and come after me, bring it.
What did she say? She said, what do the people say nowadays? I got time for it. I said, oh Lord, hold on, taught her slang.
Mm-hmm. She know that slang.
So she bowed about it.
She bowed about it. Oh yeah.
Her sermon was I'm about it.
Now y'all keep in mind between all of this rudeness, here she go. Shotobo korobo koroboko. She's speaking in tongues, in and out of all of this stuff. Kotobo kotobo kotobo. I say, ain't this a mess?
And then she goes,
I gotta see this.
Wait a minute. 2 minutes and 1 second into the 8 minutes, she said, when I go to your page, you a nobody. I say, well, good said I
you
say
ain't got no followers. I
say, Juanita done lost her mind again. I said, because y'all know Juanita do like to drink. She even admitted that. She do say she used to drink. I think Juanita Bynum went back on the stuff and she went live and was feeling herself. She said the woman was a nobody. I said, well, wait a minute. I thought God made us all somebody. She said the woman was a nobody. Then she said, well, you have no works of the kingdom. I said, well, how would Juanita know that woman don't have no works of the kingdom? Some of us don't put our stuff on the internet and brag. We just do the work of the Lord, and we don't have to put stuff out. So just because, I come on there, or you go to my Facebook page and you don't see me feeding the hungry, or you don't see the things that I do, that don't mean I don't have no works of the Lord. I just thought it was really funny. Then she said, what did she say? In 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That was my favorite part. She said, she's no longer the people's prophet. She's God's prophet. I said, now wait a minute. Cause see, I'm a critical thinker. I said, now wait a minute. Are you now admitting that you was the people's prophet before, which means that you was just doing things for money, fame, influence, and all of that? Right. So, are you willing to admit that now? Very interesting.
She's been lying to people for money.
Yeah, but now she's God's prophet. She's no longer the people's prophet.
Didn't she say she was God's Jezebel?
Yeah, that was back in the earlier part. Then in 2 minutes and 50 seconds in, she said to the woman, where is your following? You ain't got nobody over there. All you're getting is 2 likes and 3 people. Who's following you? And I said to myself, is this what we've reduced ourselves to now, to how many people is following certain people? It just got really good. She said at 3 minutes and 10 seconds of the 8 minutes, she said her ministry is verifiable because she's risen somebody from the dead. Juanita, you a whole lie. Unless the doctor has pronounced them dead. God. You ain't never raised nobody from the dead. I don't know that. I need a verifiable miracle on there. Then she sent her Bitamites after them, because that's what I call. That's what
Bitamites.
I call them Bitamites. That's my name. I'm gonna explain. Listen, I'm gonna explain this tomorrow on my video, because see, y'all don't know that I've been calling Juanita and the Bitamites for years. Now listen. Because in the Bible, you got the Jebusites, the Hittites, and there's the Bitamites. And so you got the Bitamites. So wait, she told the Bitamites, she say, look her up, get her information. So they don't.
Like, lady, you could get it.
So they done went, the Bitamites done gathered, and they got together to go after Miss Linda Wilson. Now, anybody who know anything about them Bitamites, they just like Beyonce's Beehive. They'll come after you and make your whole life miserable. Miserable.
Lord. I'm going to have to be careful in them comments tomorrow again, Lord. Because I'll be ready to fight when them come in. I'll be ready. I'll be posting my address and everything.
Don't fight nobody.
Look, she had the people to look them up. So that was really interesting. And then there was something else she said. I got to go back because I can't read my notes. Oh, it gets better. 4 minutes in one section. She says, that's what it was at 3:45. She said, lady, you don't scare me because I've been on CNN, ABC, CBS. She said, I done been all over the world. You don't scare me. And I said,
I've been on TMZ.
Oh, that's my next comment.
I'm the first evangelist or prophet. I've been on TMZ. Lord.
Now get this. Juanita Bynum was on CNN and NBC and ABC because her husband stomped her out in the parking lot, and she tried to make herself into the domestic violence voice of women when she darn well her husband wasn't beating her up. And so it was just a bunch of mess. Then she went and said, well, I'm the first Christian to ever go be on TMZ, which wasn't true, but that's what she thinks. She says, that's what she said, because she said she was on TMZ. No, Juanita, you're not the first Christian person to ever make it to TMZ. But then she said, if you go to the encyclopedia and you look her up, she is the number 3rd person in history. And I was like, she's made it to the encyclopedia.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
She had Wikipedia, right? Not the book.
No, she said encyclopedia.
No more.
No, she said encyclopedia.
We don't. Oh my God.
And she said, all y'all do is post pictures of y'allself all the time, and y'all don't really do nothing to build up the kingdom. You're just over there showing pictures of yourself. You ain't doing nothing to work up the kingdom. Real quick, I'm gonna let you in on a little snippet of what I'm gonna talk about tomorrow on my video. Juanita at the end of the video said, well, I done heard all the name calling. Y'all done called me a dyke. Y'all done called me all of these things. She said, I done heard all the stuff. She said, you can't hurt me no more. She said, come with something new. So Juanita,
Oh,
God done gave me a revelation, and I got something new for you.
oh Lord.
So since they call you a Jezebel, the Spirit of the Lord done fell on me, and I done got the revelation that you're not Jezebel, you Annabelle. You Annabelle. And I'm gonna give you a revelation of who and what Annabelle is tomorrow. Now, anybody know anything about the movie Annabelle?
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you a revelation. You ain't Jezebel, Juanita. You Annabelle. And I'll wait till tomorrow. I'm gonna light her a new one. Praise his name.
And now
Oh Lord, you've been so good to me.
that should be
Juanita.
interesting.
Mhm.
Very
Juanita
interesting.
Annabelle Bynum.
Yeah, she's Annabelle. She ain't a Jezebel. She's Annabelle.
So she borrowed Paula White's tracksuit, Adidas tracksuit, and was about it.
Yeah, she got in her feelings. And see, this is one of the reasons why when the Bible talks about leaders and spiritual leaders, that they have to be humble people, and they have to be people that are a good reputation and of a good report. But see, fame, money, and all of that stuff gets involved with it. You start to believe your own press, and you start to believe the stuff that people say about you. Even when you're on YouTube, Kim, here's what you gotta be careful of, because you get some people that'll praise you and they'll say you wonderful, you the best thing since sliced bread. And then you'll get some people on the other side that say, I can't stand you, you wicked, and you hell bound. And you gotta learn the purpose for which why you're doing what you're doing. If you have a purpose behind what you're doing, you stick to the purpose, and you stay prayerful, and you stay humble, and you don't let that stuff get into your head. It don't matter how many followers you got. It don't matter how big your name gets. You understand that when you hit the leave studio button on this here StreamYard and you leave this studio, you got a whole life to live, and you want to be a certain kind of person outside of this box and outside of this stuff. That's all I'm saying. Y'all ain't gonna get me messed up with God. I don't care about none of that.
Lord, Juanita.
It's a blessing. It'll be a blessing. Y'all wait till I break this thing down.
We gonna be there.
It's gonna be fun though.
We all gonna be there, yeah, right? Tomorrow,
she said she gotta come. You gotta come with something new. She said it. She said, "Come with something new." I said, "Okay, Lord."
You're coming with something new. She should have never said that.
Oh my God.
Juanita
right. Annabelle Franklin.
Well, no, that's
Bynum. Bynum. I said
she's one.
So all the moderators, we gotta be already on deck for the bottom mics because they probably gonna show up.
Well,
they act like the Beehive. She wants to be Beyonce.
Every time y'all say Bynum Mike, I just keep seeing JJ on Good Times. Every time y'all say Bynum Mike,
they're the Bynamites.
Some red pajamas.
They are the Bynamites. I don't look. I'm not scared of Juanita. I've been dealing with Juanita for a long time. We got a lot of stuff I'm gonna cover tomorrow. I had to make so many notes. I was like, I'm never gonna finish this. I
send you something that I saw in her chat when I was reviewing that video, because I was looking for the Jezebel comment and I couldn't find it.
Oh, they deleted that.
They deleted it.
I'm sure.
I saw another comment that I thought was just as bad, but no one deleted it. And I was like, but I'm gonna send it to you. You probably can use it tomorrow in your show. But I saw it and I screenshot it.
Well, I appreciate y'all. Pray my strength in the Lord that I might be the Annabelle
that I'll be in the comments, Lord. Please don't let nobody reply to my comments. Please. I'm gonna have to add and pray. Please, I'm only speaking to this person. I'm gonna make sure I'm clear.
Yes, please put the @ sign of the person you're talking to.
And people still come under there and say stuff to me, and I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to talk online. Let's meet.
Right?
I get that mad. I be so mad.
I'm telling people to meet. And then the last time she did it, she was like, "Yeah, I'm in my t-shirt, my jeans, and my sneakers. I'm in my garage." And I'm just like, "Where is your husband?"
Dude, I'll be just that mad because they don't stop.
I just say when anybody tells us your sister really got your back, because she came in the comments too, wanting to fight the other person for you. I was like, what is going Shawn.
Girl, I don't see him. I got
Well, that's Juanita. I'm gonna try to hold on before I go, Kim. I'm gonna send you something. I'm gonna try to get it. Hold on, let me see if I can send this to you.
Oh, you said
y'all
let's
keep
do it after like the Prophetess show. Oh, maybe that should be our my members only then, because you know so many people got mad at me about that.
About what? You remember
I
that?
I think it was the prophecy show that Matt Church had, and some of us were in the comments. We were like, and I kept asking y'all, I said, y'all want to do another after show, and y'all like, yes,
yeah.
yes.
I'm gonna have to join y'all membership things too now since I done got my little income tax. I can let it come out without me being in control. I be so nervous about like if with my card that I use for like pay my bills and stuff with. I put a certain amount on there for bills, but then I use it for like my tube buddy and stuff like that. And then it has draft protection. And I had a 99-cent Apple charge that I paid $38 for because I forgot that, you know, if you forget, they
That
come out
sucks.
automatically and the bank go ahead and pay it. So that's why I'm real scary with subscriptions because I don't, but since I got a little change, I don't have to check it for a few months. You know, I don't have to worry about it. So I was just like, I
let
can
me
pay
tell you what I'm
$3.99
using.
and being paid $38. Like, Lord have mercy, for $33 I paid.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm using right now that'll help you avoid that. I'm using a service called Truebill. I use Truebill to help with all of my subscriptions, bills, everything to make sure that I know the dates when stuff are supposed to come out. So even if I need to cancel a subscription, I'll be reminded in advance. Now it's only $6 a month, but it's called Truebill, and you can put all your recurring payments inside of Truebill, and it will monitor everything for you just to make sure that you don't mess around and do what I do sometimes and forget. And like, because some of our stuff is yearly, like our Amazon memberships and some of that stuff.
My chip is yearly.
Yeah.
And I forget, and I'd be like, oh, okay. Hold on, I'm trying to get it in here, Kim. Hold on, let me get you the hold on, where is it?
Yeah, that broke me up. When I paid $38 for a 99-cent. Oh my God, that was it.
Oh,
because you know the bank, you've been in
you
your
didn't have
account so
overdraft
long.
protection. You didn't have
Yeah,
overdraft
they paid
protection.
it. Yeah, they paid it, but they charged me a $38 fee. So I paid
Wow.
$40 for 99 cents.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, so
Kim, I'm about to put my thumbnail for tomorrow's live,
Okay.
so I want y'all to see it, so y'all will know what it's supposed to look like. But
you're putting it in the Facebook Messenger, right?
No, yeah, I put it in the group chat between all of us. So it should be in there. The 18 one with Daryl. No, I want you to put it on put it on the screen. I want them to see it.
I'm looking at it and I'm just like, Lord, no,
I'm trying to see it.
You don't have all the fucking
No. Just put it up. You got to put it up on the screen. No, TeNika Shenette, it's not in your group yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Like, dude, you gonna have all the bites after us.
But she said she wanted something new. She said she wanted something new.
She did. She should have never said that.
And I'm going to explain to her who she really is. She ain't a Jezebel. She's Annabelle. And I'm going to break it all down for her tomorrow. And y'all just be looking out for it tomorrow. This is a let me see. This a let me see your transcripts exclusive.
Thank you for
I'm ready. I'm ready.
We're gonna do a Juanita Bynum is Annabelle. I'm gonna break it all down for you. This is the thumbnail. Be looking out for this on tomorrow. She said, "Come with something new." Now that is actually Juanita Bynum in the middle. Just so y'all know, that is actually her.
Oh my God.
I didn't even make that up. That picture of her with that wild hair and her leaning over like that's actually her. So
okay, so I'm calling in tomorrow for moderating. I won't be in tomorrow. I'm calling in sick because I know I'm gonna catch it. If I say one thing and somebody say something, you know they coming, and it's gonna be.
Just create another account. Come underneath there.
So I'm gonna deal with Annabelle tomorrow. So we're gonna deal with the spirit of Annabelle. So we'll
Look at the daggone.
So please, someone please put Mad Church Disease's link in the chat so that people can go make sure they go over there, like and subscribe, so they'll get that notification.
Daryl, I got plans for her tomorrow. Y'all just don't realize I'm going.
But I got so many questions. Look at her. Like they are twins. They're just biracial twins.
I know exactly what movie you're talking about.
She's Annabelle.
Push me on the inside.
Oh my God, Marcellus. Oh my God.
She asked for something new. So I said, I'm gonna teach her. Okay, she's not Jezebel, she Annabelle. And I done looked up the Hebrew words. I done looked up everything to break this thing down for her. I done looked up the Latin name. I done looked up a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna break it all down for her tomorrow. She ain't a Jezebel, she is Annabelle. And her and them Bynamites. Hey, it is what it is.
Y'all is 44.
May the Lord watch
but only 37 likes. Come on, man. Got an exclusive tonight.
Oh my God.
Look at Daryl. I thought you was in bed.
Hell, everybody got up to Annabelle. Everybody got up to see this.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk about Juanita Bynum and the spirit of Annabelle. Because she ain't a Jezebel, she's got the spirit of Annabelle.
You need a real exorcism.
I'm so nervous.
Gotta get some so they took the classes. They took the classes, the exorcism classes. We can get one of those. We got to.
I just love it. I love it because God gives me stuff.
It's perfect. I mean, it is absolutely genius. I want a T-shirt. I want a bag. I want a cup. I want a visor. You have to pack that.
You want a mug on there.
Yes. I want a visor. I want a visor for when I go to the ballpark. Oh my God.
Hey everyone, thank y'all so much for being with me, my guest co-host TeNika Shenette, and one of my best friends, Mad Church Disease.
Thank you, ma'am.
Please send us a gift or a love offering for all this great content we gave y'all tonight, and plus this exclusive that is about to drop tomorrow.
And pray for my texting fingers.
Y'all please put TeNika Shenette's video in again, and her Cash App, as well as I think you already did Marcellus, and you see his Cash App on the screen. We'd love for you to please Cash App us, PayPal, Zelly, become a member to our memberships, because we're going to give exclusive videos to those members. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Click the notification button so you know when our videos drop. And there are those of you out there, maybe you don't want people to know that you watch us. It's okay. There's a way to actually shield your subscriptions from other people, or who you follow from other people. And I'll probably do a video on that. So just letting you know, it's okay. You can follow us. It's okay.
They be a little scary sometimes. They be a little scary. They think the mother's board or the missionaries are going to see that they subscribe to your channel. And it's okay.
Yeah, they watch it too.
And again, if you want to become a member of the 18 Facebook group, you have to answer all 3 questions. What does Daryl smoke? Cigars. What is Mad Church Disease's nickname? Pooh Bear. What is the name of my dog? Boy.
I'm going back in my prayer closet, and I'm gonna keep praying because I got to be prayed up, because you know the Bynamites.
Also ready. Yes, be also ready.
So as I get out of here, this ain't no ordinary worship. I'm out of here.
Thank you.
Let me go back into my prayer closet.
There, come on. Pancake 38 Foundation on her.
Pancake 38 Foundation.
TeNika Shenette, do you have any last words for everyone tonight? Because Whew.
Well, I'm just stuck. I'm stuck on the picture.
I might have to go watch something funny before I go to bed because I don't want Juanita Bynum.
I don't know how well this gonna go over. She gonna put a curse on all of us.
Oh
Everybody.
no, it's gonna be so many Bynamites in the chat tonight. We're going to have a moderator meeting. We gotta have a plan.
Yes.
Oh,
I have to
thank
come
you
up
so
with me.
much, by the way, for being my guest co-host this week.
No problem at all.
And
No
next week,
problem.
y'all, one of my guests that I will have on the show will be none other Miss Lynn Littlejohn, the pastor's ex-wife, that we talked about 2-3 weeks ago. I contacted her and she said yes, she wants to do the show, the ladies' night. Okay, all right. So just let y'all know, next week, she's the pastor's ex-wife. Okay, so some church things may come up, but we're not gonna stay there because this channel is not a show about church, nor is it a church show. But sometimes we do talk about church. But all right, so thank y'all so much. Thank y'all, subscribers, members of the channel, followers, to all the moderators, to my guest co-host, TeNika Shenette, the plus size doll, soon to be the plus size supermodel, because we know we're gonna turn it down in January 2022. That's right. And thank you so much for my other YouTube buddy, Mad Church Z's, aka MarcellusMcmillian. Thank you all to everyone tonight. Please hit the like button on the way out. Okay? And y'all have a good rest of your night and a good tomorrow. See y'all in Mad Church Z's chat.
Bye.
All right,
Yes, Lord.
bye. Love you. Bye.
Bye.